Babangida made it clear Igbo carried out 1966 coup, says Fanny Coyote. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for tuning in and listening to this header that we got in here this morning. Our headline for this morning says that Babangida made it clear Igbos carried out 1966 coup, says Fanny Coyote. A former Minister of Aviation, Femi Fani Kayode, has said former military President General Ibrahim Babangida retired, now implied in his book that the 1966 coup was carried out by the Igbo people. In a book, A Journey in Service, an autobiography released last week, Babangida gave his view of the coup, which he observed as a young military officer. He wrote, "It was hideously callous for Nze Ugwu, who had murdered Sir Ahmadu Bello and his wife Hafusa, because not only were they eminently adored by many, but also because they were said not to have pulled up a fight. From that moment, the punch was infiltrated by outsiders who it supposed original intentions, and it took an unmistakably ethnic coloration, compounded by the fact that they were not related coup activities of the eastern region." Shortly after the book release, some Nigerians, including the Igbo Apex social political organization Onaize Indigbo, cited the above extracts and an indication that the coup was not carried out by Igbo people. However, in a post on X, Fani Kayode revealed that the expert alerts to the belief that the 1966 incident was actually an Igbo coup. He said, "I hate to burst your bubble, but there is nowhere the IBB book that he said that the coup of January 5th, 1966 was not an Igbo coup. In fact, he alluded to the contrary when he said the coup had taken on a mistakenly ethnic coloration. That is what he wrote, and that is the reality. The coup was an ethnic one, and that ethnicity were the Igbos." He said those who have misinterpreted Babangida's word are either misguided or misinformed, or are being mischievous. According to him, they have a poor understanding of the English language, or may have not even read the book, but relying on the enormous social media quotes and well-crafted disinformation. He urged such people to procure a copy of the book, read it from cover to cover, and stop attempting to revise history by misinterpreting the words of the author. He said Abibi, in his characteristic manner, was charitable to the Igbos in his book, but that does not give anyone license to misinterpret his words and conclusions or use them in an attempt to revise history. The facts are clear, and they are follows: 99% of the officers that planned and executed the January 15th, 1966 coup and that were involved in the mutiny were Igbos, and 99% of those that were murdered by them were non-Igbo military officers and political leaders in the same case, including their wives. The former minister said Nigerians owe it to the memory of those that were so callously slaughtered not to sugarcoat the bitter truth, not to revise history, and not to tell the lies. The coup was unmistakably an Igbo one, and Abibi made it very clear when he wrote about this ethnic coloration. "I urge all those that have poor understanding of the English language and that cannot read more than 3 lines of any book or essay to stop using his words to establish their revisionist and bluntly dishonest narrative and a futile attempt to perpetuate an age-old lie. The truth is that the January 15th, 1966 coup was an Igbo one, and I am glad to say that IBB had confirmed it. This is a fact, and our journalist friends will tell you the fact. They will tell you the fact, as scared and opinion is sheep," Fanny Cowdy concluded. And that was what I said here concerning silence today this morning, where it says that Babangida made it clear that Igbo carried out 1966 coup, says Fanny Coyote. And well, of course, yes, of course, you had it for me this morning. If you're not a subscriber, the best you can do right here right now is to tap that subscribe button here with the notification bell, so that anytime I have any new video, you'll be the first to get notified about it ASAP. Babangida made it clear that Igbo carried out 1966 coup. Well, Femi Kayode is saying that Babangida was not wrong when he said that the Igbos carried out the 1966 coup. Yeah, he said the Igbos were not wrong when the Igbos did. But people are saying that it's not an Igbo coup, but it was a military coup, that we should not get it wrong. Even though Naize Indigo said that no, it was not an Igbo coup. Although some Igbos were involved, but it was not fully an Igbo coup. You know that at that point in time in Nigeria's history, Yes, that part of time in Nigeria history, things not just strong. You see, say one head of state come today, another one come tomorrow, this one come today. They're just killing themselves. Yes, Femi Kayode said the former military president General Ibrahim Babangida never implied in his book that the 1966 coup was not carried out by the Igbo people. He never said it in the book. But in the book titled The Journey in Service, the autobiography of Babangida, he wrote that it was heinously callous for Nzeogu to have murdered Sir Ahmadu Bello and his wife. Because 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 not only were they eminently adored by many, but also because they said not to have put up a fight. From that moment, the punch was infiltrated by outsiders, and it was supposed original intention, and it took on a unmistakable ethnic coloration. Well, that time you have it already. I mean, everybody in Nigeria, that is the problem. I mean, this ethnicity that we're all fighting against, it don't start now. It started from that time. If truly that this coup was an evil coup, I mean, if it has happened before, if even the Northerners have done it, they are first either a Yoruba, they are first a Yoruba man before a Nigerian. Everybody wants to just rule Nigeria. Every ethnicity wants to just do it. I mean, every ethnicity just wants to do it. And first of all, the question is, was that not the same cube that started the Biafra civil war? That started the Biafra war. So I don't really think that that was an Igbo cube because no Igbo personnel even became the head of state at that point in time. Or would I say the cube was not successful or what? I mean, let's go back to the history and check. Yes. Well, going further into the comment section to see what some people are saying over here. This person says that I think Fani Kayode education has mingled deeply with confusion in his family life. Unzeogu led 1966 coup with other officers. He was more of Hausa as a person than Igbo name he had. He is from Midwestern state. The coup wasn't for Igbo interest but Nigeria. That's what I'm saying. The coup was not for the Igbo's interest but for Nigeria. That man was more of an Hausa man. Yes. He was, IBB book explained what is ambiguously is explaining that all the political lies people like FFK are peddling will have serious implication on Indigo in Nigeria. May God in heaven have George FFK for a seed of discord and hatred he's sowing. Amen. Amen. I mean, let us first go back to our history books and understand things before we come out and talk. Or what do you guys think? Tell me, drop your comment in the comment section. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Then tap the subscribe button as we go down with the notification bell so that anytime I have any video, you'll be the first to get notified about it. Once again, thank you for tuning in and have a wonderful day ahead of you.